Hi, I'm Chris Bober, 8-year NFL veteran and founder of the Chris Bober Lineman Academy. Thank you so much for joining us again. This is the Wednesday episode of our 5-part run series. We talked about the two-step approach and how you can use it for every running block. And yesterday we talked about inside zone. Today, we're going to talk about outside zone. Now, outside zone is very similar to inside zone in its concept. All right. So when you run outside zone, this could be a stretch play with the quarterback handing it off. It could be a pitch play. It could be a jet sweep. Basically, any sort of play where you're trying to get outside the tackle box with your running back or someone in the backfield. Now, in inside zone, we taught you how to take your step, get your second step down, and own your angle. It's the same philosophy for outside zone, except for it's wider. And there's a couple different caveats with your footwork that's going to change. So the running back, again, remember, any kind of zone play is the blockers and the running back are going on the same angle. So in this instance, the running back, their landmark is going to be outside the tight end, outside the tackle box. So if there's no tight end there, it's about 3 yards outside. So the running back's going to take the ball. He's going to go on this angle. It's a very flat angle with an emphasis on trying to stretch the outside. Now, as an offense, the theory behind outside zone is to threaten the defense's outside gap, right? The minute and the second you threaten their outside gap, they are taught to hold their gap, and they will do whatever they can to not let you reach them. You're trying to take advantage of that inside zone in doing that. So when you block an inside zone play, you are trying to get fit, and you're not going to fit on the front side number. I would say you want to get your inside hand to their armpit. That's the kind of fit you're talking about. And the 3 results from that is that you do reach them, you do cover them up, and the back reads it, and they go right here. The other thing that can happen is if they really widen, you have to take and push them past the hole, right? You have to create the hole because you couldn't reach them. And then sometimes they stay backside and you have to hunker down, then go up and get the linebacker, okay? So now let's talk about the differences in footwork, because that's what we're gonna work on today. So we're here on our mat or our towel, whatever you have at home, just to make sure your feet are pure. And with the inside zone, you're gonna step here, you're gonna step here, and you're gonna drive up on this angle. Now, outside zone, the footwork is the same philosophy, but different. A lot of coaches are gonna teach to kind of open up and go on this angle, right? The unfortunate thing is that that defender is then meeting you on your line, on your side of the line of scrimmage. You want to meet them on their side of the line of scrimmage. So the difference, instead of opening it up and trying to go that way, is you want to take the attack to the defender. So as I get lined up, my first step has to gain width, and I believe it should gain some ground too. Now, if you want to take somewhat of a drop here, that's fine, but you got to get going towards your objective. Remember, the first step's job is to get you on the angle, right? So your first step goes here. Your second step then needs to actually cross over. This has to get to here, and it's got to get there fast, okay? Ideally, you lead, get here, and you fit up on your guy, but a lot of times what happens is because it happens so fast, you're gonna go here, and you're only gonna get to here. The important thing is this second step. It's always the most important step. It has to grab grass. It has to go on the angle, and it has to be the power, okay? So let's show you how this looks with the defender. So as I'm lined up, let's just say the defender's right there, okay? Now inside zone, you're not threatening him that much on the outside, so to go here, he's probably just gonna be right in this area. When the action goes really wide, this guy will not stay there. He will take off. So more than likely, you're gonna be seeing him out here, okay? So this is where he is after about a split second after the snap. So when I take my steps, I'm gonna go here. My second step, I gotta try to get this foot to his crotch. I gotta get it to here, right? This is my power. My third step and hand come around this way, okay? You wanna try to stay as square as possible once you get to your point. That allows the back to make his read. In this instance right here, the back reads that you've reached him, he's gonna continue going here. Sometimes this guy actually goes wider, and no matter what you do, you can't reach it. You're gonna still fight like heck to do it, and you have to meet him on his side of the line of scrimmage. Then what you gotta do is you gotta push him past the hole. You gotta create the hole. What you can't do is you can't get hunkered down here, get turned, and put your butt in the hole, because then you're blocking this hole, he's blocking this hole, there's nowhere to go, okay? Now, if this guy stays backside for some reason, right? You actually step here and he stays here. Well, that's okay because you got a buddy that's zoning with you. You're going to push off of him, then go up to the linebacker, okay? So your assignment today, right? We had the two-step approach. Yesterday, you're going to work on inside zone steps. Today, you're going to work on outside zone steps. You're going to put this guy a little bit wider. Get your brother or sister or a chair like this. Get on your mat. And what you're going to really work on is getting how fast can you get your second step down, okay? I'm on my mat. It's right here. It's a boom, boom, right? Okay? You have to get that second step down as fast as possible. Ready? It's a boom, boom, right? That is where you want to be. You want to reach him in a position of power. More than likely, he will come here and you will just work down the ankle. Does that make sense? So why don't you go ahead, get on your mat, do 10 reaches right, do 10 reaches left, and just keep on doing it. Again, the key here, gain ground, your second step has to come with power, okay? So that's inside zone, that's outside zone. You can see how there's a little bit of difference between that and inside zone. So go ahead and do some zone right and zone left and work on getting that second step down. If you want, please like, share, and comment. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Comment in any of the social media mediums that you're seeing this out there. So thanks for tuning in. We're going to continue to make O-line great again. We'll see you tomorrow.